Time now for the morning rush. This week's snow caused chaos for some, but also some joy for others. Our Sky News 13 spotted ditched cars on the side of the road after drivers could not go any further. Albuquerque police say that they responded to 50 crashes in a 13-hour period, and 36 trucks were out clearing the roads throughout Wednesday night.
We have an update on the man who died in a crash on the SANDIA CREST Road during Wednesday's storm. 31-year-old MDC Sergeant David Hunter and another person were inside that truck that slid off the icy road, then fell more than 100 feet down the mountain. It took rescue crews until yesterday to recover his body.
Wednesday's storm provided a big boost to New Mexico ski areas. Ski Santa Fe says that they received 10 inches of new snow over the last 48 hours, increasing their base to 38 inches. Meanwhile, Angel Fire's depth now stands at 22 inches after they received an additional 13. Erica.
And if you are going to be heading out, don't forget it's very cold this morning and it will stay very chilly until around midday. Temperatures are starting in the single digits. We'll be in the mid-20s by noon and will top out just above freezing later on today.
Lawmakers are making another run at cracking down on predatory lending, something our Larry Barker looked into. The bill, co-sponsored by Taos Representative Susan Herrera, would set the cap at 36% interest. Well, the bill cleared its committees and is now heading to the full House.
A bill tightening election security is moving forward at the Round House. The Senate unanimously approved a bipartisan initiative establishing training for election watchers and challengers who are appointed by political parties to monitor the elections. The proposal is now heading to the House. Erica.
And here's a look at the threat index. It's high this morning for the dangerously cold temperatures that we're seeing, especially up north where frostbite is possible within 30 minutes. We're also going to see some icy spots on the neighborhood roads.
Soldiers from the 82nd Airborne at Fort Bragg are now heading to Eastern Europe this morning. That mission is to support NATO not to enter the Ukraine, even with roughly 100,000 Russian troops amassed along the border. American officials are now disclosing that they believe that Russia could be using an elaborate propaganda video to justify an invasion.
In the meantime, White House officials confirming the leader of the terrorist group ISIS is dead this morning after a U.S. raid in Syria. Abu Ibrahim al-Hashimi al-Qurashi took over as head of the militant group back in 2019. The opposition's Syrian civil defense says at least 13 people were killed, including 6 children and 4 women. Erica.
And let's get a check on the traffic maps. The maps are looking clear right now, no accidents or slowdowns to tell you about. And here's a check on Tracker going east on I-40 near 12th Street, where there are many cars out on the roads. Things may start to slow down soon.
Key lime pie may be Florida's official dessert, but it's not the state's only sweet treat. 2 state lawmakers are pushing to add strawberry shortcake to the official dessert list. About 200,000 strawberry shortcakes are served every year at the Florida Strawberry Festival. Looks delicious.
I am down with both, and key lime is my favorite.
Oh.
Time now for the 5 facts.
We start with number 5 here as this week's winter storm wreaked havoc on metro thoroughfares. Many drivers became stranded in traffic, stuck in snow, or part of a pileup. The snow and ice-covered roads did not scare off experienced off-roaders Jeremiah Castaneda and Aiden Valdez. The teens decided to help pull people out of the snow, eventually navigating their Ford pickup to the 30-car pileup near Rio Rancho.
And number 4, lawmakers are making another run at cracking down on predatory lending. The bill, co-sponsored by Taos Representative Susan Herrera, would set the cap at 36% interest. Other states say the similar caps that they have seen have shown an increase in loan applications with a boost in borrower confidence. The bill is now heading to the full House.
Number 3, New Mexico seeing a spike in COVID cases in nursing and assisted living homes. 2 years ago, nursing home residents were among the highest risk populations. Now, after learning more about the virus, things are being handled differently. Staff continue to make sure they're equipped with PPE and have infection protocols in place. They're also educating residents about vaccines and boosters.
And at number 2, while the storm brought a lot of dangerous driving, it also brought out the best in some people. Albuquerque police say that they responded to 50 crashes in a 13-hour period, and 36 trucks were out clearing roads overnight. We captured a video of a lot of good Samaritans who pushed and pulled stranded drivers back out onto the roadway. Again, a quick reminder, both APS and West Las Vegas public schools are under a 2-hour delay this morning.
And at number 1, we're seeing dangerously cold wind chills in northern New Mexico this morning. Frostbite will be possible within 30 minutes, so be sure to cover up and bundle up with the winter gear. Down to the south, we're feeling like we are around 0 and into the negative single digits.